Welcome to Church Office Online and our online giving tutorial for PayPal. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to sign up for a PayPal account and integrate PayPal with your church membership online program, making for a secure and easy online giving program for your church and members. Let's begin with an overview of the 4 steps that are going to be required. In the first step, you'll need to sign up for a PayPal Merchant Nonprofit Standard Seller account for your church. Step 2, you'll place your instant payment notification script from Church Office Online program into PayPal. In step 3, you'll check your online giving feature by processing a donation and viewing church membership online reports. And then step 4, we'll offer you up some ideas and resources for making online giving available to your church. Let's begin. In step 1, you need to sign up for a PayPal Merchant Nonprofit Standard Seller account for your church. Now, to do so, you'll need access to your computer and to place into the browser the URL paypal.com or the longer version, which is also located here. But there's only a few steps to go through to get to where you need to go. Now, if you already have a PayPal account, then you can go directly to step 2. But if you don't have a PayPal account, then please stay with me. So what we've done is enter the www.paypal.com into the URL and hit enter. And once we've done that, we come to this page. And you come to the home page, and then there are 2 blue tabs at the top. One is for personal accounts and is for business accounts. Because you are a church, you need to utilize the tab that says business. When you click on the business account, you get to a brief summary page of PayPal and business options that you have. And now what you're going to need to do is go to the tab down here, to the button, and to select a plan for your church. Now, PayPal offers 3 plans: a standard, an advanced, and a pro. And you see right away there's some major differences in what is required for that plan on a monthly basis. A standard plan requires no monthly fee, as where an advanced plan is $5 a month and a pro is at $30. Low rates certainly for all that's being provided, but for most churches they do quite well with just a standard plan. And so let's go ahead and get started with a standard plan. A standard plan is going to take you about 3 to 5 minutes to fill out the form that will be of all the fields that will be required to be able to create this account. And once the account has been created and everything is satisfied, then you will be confirmed of your account by virtue of your email. And so you'll receive an email with simple instructions as stated here, along with the verifications that you successfully completed establishing an account. So let's go ahead and create a new account, or begin to create a new account, as it should read. Now in this, you'll select your location as far as country. Church Office Online is in over 30 countries, but most of those churches we have are largely in the United States. So you do want to pay attention to this. If you are outside of this, this is the default settings with PayPal. So you need to make sure the language is selected correctly as well as the country. Once you do that, go ahead and continue on filling out the various fields that are there. Now in this one, it's going to ask for the business type, email address that you'll use to sign into your PayPal account, as well as any security questions that might need to be asked if there's a question regarding who's logging in. And finally, the code we need to enter here, confirming that you're a real person. And but let's go ahead and do an autofill of these fields, and then let me explain a little bit further. In the nonprofit field, for instance, you want to make sure that you do place nonprofit organization if you are a church. There are several business types that are there, and among those business types is nonprofit organization. You want to make sure you select that, as well as be prepared to fill in the tax ID number field that will appear later in the field. And the reason why you need to do that is because if you are a nonprofit and you have filed a 501c3, you're going to receive a lower transaction charge than a normal business will. And so you want to make sure that you fill this form out correctly, as well as the other fields as well. Now, the difference between those two is actually kind of adds up and benefits churches greatly if they take the time to make sure that they're filling out the form correctly and putting in their tax ID number that will indicate that they're a 501c3. For instance, for every $100 at 2.2% transaction fee, plus an additional 30 cents for the transaction, you're basically the member is only paying $2.50, or $2.50 is taken out of the $100 donation, and that's very little transaction fee. In fact, it's among the lowest that are out there, particularly for online giving services that not only offer PayPal cards but also offer Visa, American Express, MasterCharge, Discovery cards, those types of cards. They give a wide range of cards that they can use, and for most businesses they have to pay per type of card that they use. So this is a great rate, and if you were not a tax-free nonprofit, this would be like 2.9%, and you'd be looking at more like about $3.20 out of the $100. So once you've filled these out, go ahead and press continue, and you'll continue to see other fields that need to be required, like your legal business, or what they call church name. Some churches have two names that they're registered under, and you might need to do that, but the second one is optional. You need to put down when your church was established, the month and year. If you have a church website, you need to include the website URL for that. Again, this next field is very important. Again, they give you several options, and one of the options is actually the option of being stating that you're religious. Well, be careful there, because what they're referring to as religious is those institutions or businesses that operate religious service or whatever, but have never filed for a 501c3. If you have filed for a 501c3, you want to make sure that you choose charity as the option selection there. In fact, they state that right here. And again, there's a couple other fields to fill out here, and as far as the average monthly payment volume that you might have, the average transactions amount for most churches is going to be between $50 and $100 per transaction. What percentage of your annual income come in through online sales? You may not know that at this point. Most churches are stating that they receive somewhere in the 25%. But what's interesting is most of that they've found that is 25% of money that they are receiving that they hadn't received before. And so most of those churches see an increase in their giving because they're offering an online solution, particularly those people that are transitory, they're constantly moving around and going from place to place, and consequently forgetting about the church's need. And then they do, but there's no way to give, and they kind of blow past it. So anyway, once you've done that, down here below you'll see the customer service email address, and this is an address that you want to place there of an individual in your church that is connected with the online giving program, that can answer questions and be able to offer solutions, very simple solutions at that. So it's going to be a kind of savvy person. It may be the church secretary, it may be the finance person, or the treasurer, somebody like that, but they have to be aware of the online giving program and how it works. And so once you do that, you continue, and there's additional fields here. You notice at the top there's Social Security number. All of us hate filling that number out. But for a church, really, you don't want to do that. You want to, again, use the federal ID number. It's either it's this or this, and you want to put down your tax ID number, because that is what will confirm to PayPal that you're a tax exempt a nonprofit with a 501(c). Now, and this other information is the contact person for the account, and so the person who's setting up your account, if you're listening to this tutorial, most than likely will be you. So you'll need to put your name, your business address, and that would be the church address. They can get a hold of you through the church, and then it'd be the same as business down here. Now, to just shorten matters, there's additional questions regarding your banking information and things like that that will be required to establish an account. And once you've done all that, go ahead and click agree and continue, and you're going to receive an email back confirming that you've established an account and to sign back on again. And so, and you'll need to do that for step 2. In step 2, you're going to place your instant payment notification script from your Church Office Online program into PayPal. Now, to do this, you need to log back into PayPal, into your merchant account, and you're going to click your account and your profile. So let's go ahead and look at that right now. When you go back into Church Office Online now, into PayPal, you're going to have the opportunity to enter your email address that you registered the program with and your PayPal password. Once you do that, those things, then just go ahead and hit log in. When you log in, you're going to go to first to My Account. You'll see an overview. Currently, there is no overview, so you want to click Profile and under Account. And once you click Profile, you'll see these 4 options to the left here. And you'll notice the information that you entered. And if you need to update it, this is a great way to do it. Next thing you need to do is go down to My Tool Settings. Now, when you click My Tool Setting, now you'll have the opportunity to go down to the 3rd category here, and that's your instant payment notifications. Now, this is what's going to notify your Church Office Online program that a payment has been made or donation has been received, and it's being attached to a record, or at least to your church. And so it's really important now that at this point that you stay on this page, open up your browser again, giving yourself another tab, and go to your Church Office Online program. And when you go there, go to Contributions and go to Manage Contributions, Online Giving. Go to Manage Online Giving, and you'll receive this page, and it'll give you 3 tabs. It defaults to Vanco, but you can select the PayPal tab, and when you do, you want to copy this PayPal IPN number. Copy the entire IPN number here. Once you do, go back to your PayPal account window, and then go back to here, select to update, and once you update it, a page will open that will allow you to paste that long code into that script into the program. And then once you do that, save that and come back out, and now your PayPal program will notify your Church Office Online program that payments have been made or donations have been made on behalf of certain people that may or may not be in your church. Now, I say that because the next part of this program is to go in and to check your online giving feature by creating a donation button, processing a donation, and viewing CML reports for donations being made and to whom they were made by. So what we're going to do is, first of all, is to create an online button or a payment button. To do that, what you'll do is go back into PayPal, and this time under the main tabs up here, you came in under My Account. What you want to do now is go to Merchant Services. And in Merchant Services, it'll give you some options down here, features you can use right now, and you want to go and create a button, create a payment button. So you would check that, and you would go to this page that allows you to create a PayPal payment button. Now, when this page comes up, it's going to default to a buy button. Now, what you want to do, you don't want to use that button. You want to click this arrow, and it'll give you several options, and one of those options is a donations buttons, and that's what churches need to use. And so click that field and go ahead and put in the name of your church here, and then you'll scroll down further, and when you scroll down further, you'll see the option to select a currency. For United States, it'll be US dollars, and there'll be a long list of different currencies. Again, many countries utilize PayPal, and many of the churches that we have that are around the world can benefit from this as well. And finally, in the contributions amount, you want to allow donors to enter their own contribution amount. So you want to make sure that that's selected. And then finally, the email address to receive payment. And that basically is the email address that may have been your email address logged into this program. And it's not giving you the payment. All it's doing is notifying you as well that a payment has been made. And so it's an email confirming that. PayPal basically sends out two emails, one to the person who's in charge of the PayPal account, and the other one, the person who made the donation. So both those people will get a record of a donation being made. And of course also, a Churches+Online account, your account, gets a notification as well, placed right into the records and some of the other reports that are there. So once you do that, go ahead and do create the button. And when your button is created, you're going to take that script and you're going to place it into an email from your browser. And since there's many different browsers, kind of hard to choose which ones to select, but you would just address it to yourself, and into the to column, go down and just say a test of a PayPal button, placed in the URL that they give you, the button, and then send it to yourself, and you'll see what would normally be placed in either an email or newsletter or a website or even a blog. And then once you do that, go ahead and make a donation of $1 to $5. And then what you will do then is you will receive an email. You should receive an email back from your PayPal account notifying you as a merchant, as a church, that you've received a donation from yourself. And then you'll also receive an email from PayPal to the donor, being yourself, saying that thank you for giving this much for the church. And so the next thing you would do is go into your online program, your Church Membership Online program, and verify how those the payments, online payments, have been received. Now, you could go to your reports, go to Online Giving History Report. It's in Reports, and in Reports you look into the Contributions tab, and you'll see in Reports this new feature, Online Giving History Report. Now, you put in the date range, again, like it's throughout many of our reports, and I just started it with the year to date, and run the report, and it tells you that who gave, when they gave, what their email address was, how much they gave, to what. All payments that are from PayPal come in to tithes and offerings. And so, and the address of the person, the source, whether it's PayPal, you might have Vanco, or you might have another service, and then transaction ID as well. Now you notice that 3 of these are black. Now these are true, meaning that when that payment was received from PayPal, it verified that there was a record that matches that record of the person paying, and so it automatically places that amount, whether it's $333, into the individual's contribution history, and as well as into their contribution giving and so forth. And so, in other words, this person matched a person in your Church Membership Online record. Now, there are times when a billing information may not match identically the person that you have in your church, in the church's membership online program. For instance, you might receive a donation from somebody just visiting your church, and their record has never been, individual records have never been entered. You don't want to discourage that. So anyway, they're going to give you, they'll give you some money, and you see that this person gave $222.22 in Cal, Canada, and it gives you the address. So you can actually create an individual account now with this information. And so if this person gives later on, then it won't come in as black anymore, come in as, red, it come in as black. But say, for instance, you do have a Cal, Canada, but in Church Office Online, It's not Cal, it's Calvin. But somehow on his giving, he uses the word Cal. What you can do is change your Church Office Online program to match the name that he gives and the address that he gives for his giving. And so later on, when you receive donations from him, that amount will match. But for now, when you see this red, that means you have a person that gave, and there's not a match between this person and anybody in your church. And so you need to create that individual record and then enter this. You have to re-enter this amount into your account, into that person's account. And so, but it gives you all the information in which to do that. Another record that gets impacted by online giving now is our manage individual contributions now. When you go there, you'll notice there's a method of payment. That method could be checks, it could be online payment, it could be credit, it could be cash. There's a number of methods that we have now, and so you'll see that if a person gives online, you'll see who it is, and the category to which it was given, and the amount. And so, and finally, the other report that gets impacted by online giving is the individual contributions report, the giving reports that you mail out to people at the end of the year. And it will tell them again a date a contribution was made, the category, as well as the fact that it was given through an online PayPal with the transaction ID as well. And this is like the same kind of thing that happens when banks notify you of on your personal records of when something was given. It'll give the transaction ID and so forth. So those are the various reports that are impacted by that. Now finally, we want to give you some ideas and resources for making online giving available to your church. The first thing you want to do is to inform your church about your online giving program. And now we've helped you out in a number of ways to be able to do that, and I'll share with you in a little bit. We've created publications which you can print free to your church, and as many as you need. They can also receive this publication by going onto, say, for instance, your church's website and just pulling it off the website. You can feel free to take the PDF version of this publication and post it to your website. Or you can distribute this publication yourself to your church members who are interested in getting online. You can make it available to them. But what we want you to understand is that there's a learning curve for churches, and there is an apprehension for many members of your church. So this brochure covers not only how to give online, but also shares with you the various concerns about the security of online giving, as well as the ease and safety of it as well. And so that resources will be made available to you. Also notice that not only do we provide a brochure, but we will customize that brochure just for your church. It'll have the church's name on it, like this one sample on the side, our online giving service, demo Church of America, and it'll have the information on the front of the brochure, and plus additional information inside, a letter from the pastor regarding online giving and so forth. Also there'll be video tutorials like this one, also a call and email support, all that available to you. Well, we want to tell you congratulations. You're now ready to receive online donations for your church through your website, email, or blog. And again, if you have any questions regarding online giving, please email us at support@churchofficeonline.com. Thank you.